Morning, Ben. The first round of 22 projects have been completed or implemented for the past 10 years. A new group of undertakings are set to begin in 2023. As of last Tuesday, roughly 56% of voters in the 16-county River Valley region of Georgia making the decision to continue paying the 1 penny sales tax. The new tax is expected to generate $665 million in the next 10 years. Jim Livingston with the River Valley Regional Commission explains the importance of Muskogee County receiving 70% of the region's money.
The importance of Columbus to the region cannot be understated. This is the center of the region. This is where the commerce is. This is where the educational resources are. This is where the hospitals are. That's important for everybody in this region.
The projects being planned now include 2nd Avenue and Devil Churches road improvements, widening of several roads, including Whitesville, Williams, and Casita. Plus, there's continued improvements to improve the Riverwalk. Ben?
All right, a lot of folks will be excited about that as well. Tiffany, thanks so much.
But how far back is the question? News Theater 9's Tiffany Maddox is live at the Trade Center to tell us just how far back in history this exciting event goes. Good morning, Tiffany. Can you hear me?
Yes, Cheryl, I can hear you. I can definitely hear you. I think that this is a good back-to-school event because it's a history lesson. We are going 65 million years back into the prehistoric age. I am at the Columbus Convention and Trade Center. I think I got excited earlier and said the Civic Center, but it's the Trade Center, and it's turned into a dinosaur adventure. So right now, I am joined by Carnivore Chris, right?
Correct. Carnivore Chris, yes.
All right, but you have a friend with you.
Yes.
What is their name?
It's my best friend, actually. Her name's Dazzling Dolly. She's a Dillosaurus. She's about 3 months old. She's one of our newest members here at the Dinosaur Adventure. Dolly, I know, we got you, Dolly.
Can I pet Dolly?
You can pet her, Dolly.
Okay.
Dolly, we got her.
Guys.
Oh, she just gets. She
Oh,
likes the mic. She likes to be the star, you know, Dolly. Just say
right.
Dolly Adventure out there. Yeah, that's it.
So, Chris, tell me about this exhibit. What is it all about?
Well, the thing is, we've got dinosaurs galore. We've got everything from Triceratopses to Velociraptors to the fan favorite, the good old T-Rex. You come on in, you get a pick and a pet with your favorite dinosaurs. But not only that, I think it's one thing to read about a dinosaur, but it's another thing to come in and actually see it live. And we have life-size dinosaurs here, too. Can't give all the surprise away, but you can also get educated, too, as you walk through our museum part of things. Then we got the unique gift store, which has unique dinosaur backpacks and fun stuff. And then we got the attraction side of things, which is called attraction for a reason. It's attracting people in to get your face painted, panning for gold. I know, Dolly, I know. And you can see Dolly, part of the dino daycare here. I know, Dolly, I know. She gets curious. I know, Dolly. That's not Dolly. Yes, and so it just many more things to come see here. But the thing is, it's Dino-tastic, so come on in, the whole family come and enjoy, and just come on out and see your favorite dinosaurs.
Dino-tastic. Okay, so how long has this exhibit been going on?
This is my third season, my third year with them. So this has been going on probably for 4 or 5 years now with the Dinosaur Adventure. It was something else, named something else, but for the Dinosaur Adventure, the Adventure's been like the last 4 or 5 years.
Okay. And then are there any new additions or changes, this year?
Absolutely. We've got everything from, new dinosaurs, which we can't give away, like I said, all the surprises. But rumor has it there might be a walking velociraptor just walking around. And aka Coco or Blue, but yeah, so it's kind of like a replica. But come on in, like I said, and the family can just come on in. But the thing is, there is changes, there's surprises, but you have to come on in because if you've been here years before, there's definitely some changes going on here.
All right. Well, thank you, Chris, so much. And of course, like you just mentioned, lots of different changes going on. So again, tickets are available for Dinosaur Adventure here at the Columbus Convention and Trade Center. Tickets start at $25, and it's this Saturday and Sunday. So, like I said, it's a great back-to-school thing for you to kind of learn about the dinosaurs and see what's going on. Of course, we'll have all this information on our website, too, at WTVM.com.
And
see, Cheryl, Dolly.
Tiffany, I think you have a new friend.
Dolly about to get it. I got a new friend.
You got a new friend.
A new bestie.
All right.
Cheryl. Shamar Houston has been designing beautiful dress designs for teens throughout Georgia, East Alabama, and beyond. This season is particularly different for Houston, though, as part of his support system is no longer here. But through Houston's challenges this spring, he's managed to keep creating those designs and making others feel beautiful. Meet 28-year-old Shamar Houston. The Roanoke, Alabama native is pretty much a fashion design prodigy. So there's no real training.
No. I didn't go to school, The only training I would say I have is, like I said, 8th grade, I took sewing.
Houston says it was boredom with what was in stores that inspired him to learn about making his own clothes, which eventually turned into designing dresses. For the past 4 years, the Legend Couture business owner has been making young girls stand out all over our viewing area and beyond, taking his clients' ideas and turning them into beautiful pieces of wearable art. And get this, he does it all without formal training, without a sketch of a dress, and he does it with a pretty quick turnaround. The orange dress, how long did that take you to make?
I'd say 2 weeks because I was going from one dress to the other.
The spring has proven successful, but not without bumps in the road, like a close family member heard from a serious car accident.
Cousin Zakala, everyone calls her ZK, and then her boyfriend Terrence. Unfortunately, he didn't make it.
And losing a family matriarch, his great-grandmother, who also helped him learn a few sewing tips.
Today makes a week since we had her funeral. That's been really, really difficult to cope with during prom season.
His business is not only keeping him busy, but also going internet viral. But he's not too busy to design his great-grandmother's final dress.
Prom, weddings, whatever it is that I'm doing is those are really special moments. And so to know that I was a part of that, I was able to boost someone's confidence and make them feel beautiful about themselves. That's what does it for me.
All right, so Houston says he's getting calls from all over the country from girls wanting a dress made by him. He says his loved ones are a source of his inspiration to keep going, and of course, saying family comes first. Now, if you want to learn more about Shamar and Legends Couture, I'll have all this information on our website, WTVM.com. Cheryl?
And he's probably going to get even more calls now. That
Community staple. That is what the Calumet Park community here in LaGrange called the late Pat Underwood, who was killed in 2020. Now the neighborhood is asking for your help in creating something special in her honor. It all started in February of 2020 when store owner 78-year-old Pat Underwood was killed by a stray bullet near her store. She was a friend and mentor to many in the community.
Especially the youth, the children would go there after school to get their snacks. And if an individual in the community did not have enough money for their purchase, she would allow them to pay on payday.
Now the association, along with the LaGrange Youth Council, are working together to honor Underwood with a community garden.
It would have vegetables, fruit.
Youth Council member Devin Dents is spearheading a fundraiser to help.
Since I've lived in that community, I just felt obligated to help my people and to honor somebody who was a great person.
The I Sweat Green Fun Run benefit will be held on April 9th in front of LaGrange High School.
The money will help create the garden. They have not broken ground yet, but to my knowledge, they are very close.
The community is thankful for positive programs for the youth.
We're so very proud of Devin and what he represents and that he is in our community, and he's going to do great things.
He's very active in his community. He's very passionate.
Dent says the goal is to offer hope.
I'm trying to convey the feeling of love and compassion to other people.
The Youth Council tells me that they're hoping to get as many people out to that fun run as possible, as they're hoping to get the community garden up and running ASAP. In LaGrange, Tiffany Maddox, WTVM News Leader 9. This was a smartphone that almost cost an Atlanta area resident their home after their phone's ion lithium battery overheated, causing a fire earlier this month.
Lithium batteries store a large amount of energy in a small space.
Columbus Fire Marshal John Schultz says this same scenario could happen here because most people charge and store their smartphones and other devices incorrectly.
Want to make sure that you don't charge your devices on anything that's highly combustible. So what I'm talking about is a lot of people will do that on their beds.
Your bed sheets and even your couch all flammable, leaving you at risk for a potential fire if your battery overheats.
Putting them on a very flat, dense surface is going to be the way to go.
That flat surface, like a nightstand for example, has a harder chance of catching fire. Something else that you may want to look out for is actually having old cord chargers like this around at your home or wherever you may be. Now this one is really ratty, if you can see it. It actually still works though, but it could potentially be a safety hazard for yourself or for your kids.
Get rid of that. Yeah, don't use that anymore. Yeah, you've got exposed wires there.
To avoid a fire hazard, here are some other tips to remember. Make sure your charging ports are compatible to your smartphone. Also, don't overcharge your smartphone. If it's charged, unplug it. Lastly, in hot temperatures, keep your phone in a cool and dry place.
And the possibility of an electric fire is great. It's probably greater than most people believe that it is.
It's just really important that you're mindful of where these devices are with your children.
In Columbus, I'm Tiffany Maddox for WTVM News Leader 9.